today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up
a good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Jackson's pass.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
11-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
It's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 3. Patriots 9.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Peters.
The pass complete.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He hits Baldwin right side. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go in the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, You're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Now Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
17.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just what...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Complete to
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Justin Tucker for the extra point. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Peters. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the Dolphins' 48-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's brought down by...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the... And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. As the first half is winding down, and the Patriots have retaken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now Jones. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Patriots 14. Dolphins.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. Now here's Baldwin. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carried by number.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Out of the gun now on third down. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
A loss of 5 yards. 3.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Ezekiel Elliott, just shy of 110 rushing yards. He's at 109. To give him 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
And 2.
Hey, time. He's checking.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
That's good.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
First and 10 at the 47.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jones. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. On the right side, open is Gesicki.
Jackson's pass.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
5-yard line.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And
on 3rd down, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Push it back.
4th down, here's Jackson. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Jackson on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Jackson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 72, move on. Left wing 19. Line 51. Line 51. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And you're not. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
42.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jones. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson will throw again. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, This is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Pats, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile...